Making smash burgers for a special request from my daughter who asked me how to do them. Going off to college, second year, so there you go. Okay, step one. I like to take ground beef and then I take a measuring cup. This is a 1/4 size measuring cup, and I think it's important to use this size because that's about the perfect size to make your smash burger. So I'll just kind of ball it up. Yeah, fill it up nicely. Swish it down a little. Give or take. There we go. Make a nice little ball with it. And then just kind of tap it out. And rinse and repeat. This part is optional, of course, if you like onions. We do onions. Branson does not. So I'm going to cut up a couple onion rings. But for those that want the onions, this would be the next step. Just going to chop these up like this. Okay, and as we get things started and prepped, you will need a good roll of butcher paper. I think you could use parchment paper, but I don't know if that sticks or not. But butcher paper, pack a roll of this, you can get it pretty much your stores. Butcher paper works the best, and then I'll just kind of fold it up into little squares. Okay, so you'll need some butcher paper. I'm doing corn, some french fries, and then a salad. I like to do mine made to order. It's just better that way, easier and fresher. So piece of advice would be to make all your sides, have those ready to go first. All right, let's go fire up the Blackstone. All right, kiddo, if you don't have a Blackstone, or folks out there, if anybody does watch this, set mine to about 425. If you don't have one, you could just use a big, like a frying pan. I wouldn't do more than 1 or 2 at a time in the frying pan. Here I like to do 2. I do the 2 with the no toppings for my son. And then I'll do the 2 with the onions and stuff after that. All right, so I'll fire that up, and then I'm going to take some butter, and that's kind of how I season it or get it to be non-sticky. Is take some butter and just apply the butter throughout. And give it some flavor, but mostly I just want it from not sticking. This is a electric Blackstone as opposed to a propane or gas one. So this is a ceramic type coating. And I don't think it is as good non-sticky as the cast irons. All right, and now first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna toast the tops. Get those going. Off to the side here. Alright, move this down. Alright, now we'll start to smash. I like to get all the stuff ready. Have the cheese and the pickles and all that stuff ready. Alright. Now, you can use, they have those, well, first you can season up your ground beef with Montreal or whatever like seasoning you like. I don't, I just leave them as is. And I'm going to do 2 plain, and then I'll do 2, I'll show you the onion and pickles, how I do them. Really, it's the same concept. So all I do now is grab my ball of beef, put one there, put one there, and then I'll take my butcher paper. And this is where you can get those iron presses, or just use a big honking grill spatula, it's all the same. And I'll just kind of rotate it around like that. Mush them all down as wide as I can go. And lift the paper up and rinse and repeat. let those go. Now the trick with these is because they're going to be so flat, they're going to cook super, super fast. I mean, maybe 2 to 3 minutes a side. So the key is I'm going to watch around the sides, and you'll watch it'll sort of brown up. That's when I kind of know to flip, or about at the 2 to 3 minute mark. So just I watch the sides and kind of watch my phone and watch for about 2 to 3 minutes to see how far that brown's creeping up to the rim of that pink. All right, and while those are kind of going, I'm gonna, for Ashley and I, we're gonna do the onions on ours. So I'll put some onions over here. We're gonna let those get going, rocking and rolling. Because you want to do, for those that want the onions, do the onions first, kind of get those grilled up. Then you'll do the beef on top of them. That's how I do them. All right, it's been almost about 3 minutes. You can see the brown starting to really kind of creep up. So now I'm going to take the spatula and give it a little flip. And these will probably only get about another 2 to 3 minutes. After I flip them, I will take, depends on if you want cheese, right? So if somebody wanted cheese, I'd put cheese and a bottom bun. But Ranson just wants plain old hamburger, so I'll put the bottom bun, just kind of smush it down like that. That way the bun will kind of fuse to that. While that's going on, again, that's only going to be a couple minutes. I'm going to press down the onion one. And right on top of the onion, smush it on down. Now also, if you wanted pickles, I would put the pickle on right before you do the bottom bun. So after you flip, then I do the pickles, then I put the bun on, if anybody wanted the pickles. All right. Keep rocking and rolling. Give those just another minute or so. They only need, like I said, 3 minutes the most. Alrighty. A couple more minutes, 3 minutes or so by, so pull off the hamburger for Bran. And you can see, I mean, it's pretty good. Everything, all the juices are clear. That means you're good. Pull off the cheese. Over here. All right, now for the onion ones, kind of getting some brown creeping up. So I'm actually going to flip these, and I'll show you what I do for the onion ones. The onions, if they fall off, I'll just kind of get them back on. Gotta be very careful with the metal ones on the ceramic or the electric ones, because you can't scrape it, so gotta be super careful. Let's get that bad boy right back on there. All right. Now for us, we like to do some pickles, so we'll put the pickles. Then the cheese. Scoop cheese over just a hair. And then the bun bottoms. Okay. And let those go for a couple more minutes. Alright, that's the one thing with the Blackstone is I set it at 425, and then I know pretty much 3 minutes a side is pretty much perfect. Now we'll just take them off. That's what they'd be looking like. Shut the Blackstone off. Now we'll just bring them in, and then you just put whatever toppings you want on them. And enjoy. All right, hope they help, buddy. Love you. Good luck in your sophomore year.